Hi, I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting not live from Chapala, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. On the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we make videos about Mexico. Mexico places, Mexico things to do, Mexico things to eat, but also we try to share with you some of the unique experiences that we've had in Mexico. This video is very different. It's one of the most unique and one of my first experiences that I had in Mexico about 35 years ago. I was in a college exchange student program and I was living in San Luis Potosi with a Mexican family for 9 weeks. I lived with my Mexican mother, her mother who was 95, and my Mexican brother and sister. And I took classes every day learning Spanish and Mexican history. And that is what led me to this super unique, strange experience that I'm going to share with you. And it does involve prostitution. I don't want to offend anybody. This is not a statement about the culture of Mexico, but what I'm going to share with you in this story just blew me away. It blew my mind. The more days you spend in Mexico and the more Mexican nationals that you get to become friends with, every day you're going to see unique and strange things and you just go, huh, what was that? Before I get into the prostitution end of the story, I want to share one wonderful experience that I would have is I would walk to the college every day from my Mexican home, and I became friends with this little girl. She had to be in 3rd grade. I was 19 years old. And I didn't know her parents, but, you know, we would walk together. And before I got to college, I could drop her off at her school. And we would talk to each other in Spanish. And after I'd known her about 3 weeks, she was asking me, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Ohio." And she opened a little book that she had with her and opened the book and she showed me a picture. And it was a picture of the Ohio State Marching Band doing Script Ohio. That was really freaky, but it was a wonderful experience sharing time with this wonderful elementary school Catholic girl. So prostitution is supposed to be the oldest business in the world. I was in Izmir, Turkey, and I went to a place called Ephesus, and the Romans had built all of these. They had built the oldest library in the world, they say. They had a Colosseum that could fit 25,000 people that was built 2,000 years ago. And we took a tour of a historian that knew the area, and he showed us this little marble tile, and it was advertising for the sailors that would come to Ephesus, and it was an advertisement on where to find the prostitutes. So again, this story is not a cultural message. It's not about the culture of Mexico, but it is something that happened it blew me away. It's one of the most unique experiences I've had in my life. I don't want to offend anybody, but let's get on with the story. Well, my Mexican brother, I had 2 Mexican brothers. They would take me places. And one night, one of my Mexican brothers says, "Hey, let's go." So we went somewhere and we met up with a friend of his. And his friend was a Mexican guy. He was much older than us and he had a brand new pickup truck. And we got into the pickup truck and we drove out into the country, and we're out in the country, in the mountains, and we're just out there drinking beer. We're in the mountains drinking beer. We drank a lot of beer. We were having a good time. And I must have been in Mexico maybe about 7 weeks at this point, so my Spanish was getting better and better and better. I could speak, I could understand, but I've been taking Spanish classes since I was in 7th grade. So we're pretty much inebriated. we're in the middle of nowhere on a dirt road. And I had learned this trick where I had learned to urinate my name using my instrument. And so I pulled out my instrument and I spelled Bill in the dirt. B-I-L-L. And the guy with the pickup truck, he just cracked up. He was quite amused. It blew him away, okay? So the older Mexican guy, he says, "Hey, Bill, do you want to go have some sex?" And he didn't ask me like that. He used other words that I'm not going to put in the video, but that's what he meant. And you know, I was pretty buzzed on beer, and I'm thinking, well, okay, why not? Now, a little bit about my sexual background. At this time, I was 19. I was really naive. I mean, I was pretty much a virgin. I was very naive. I really didn't know anything about sex. I guess some 19-year-olds know everything about sex. I didn't know anything about sex. So what the heck? We're out in the mountains drinking beer. Let's go have some sex. Okay, let's go. So we get in the pickup truck and we drive down this little dirt road. We drive, maybe 15 minutes. And we pull up on this house that is out in the middle of nowhere. It was an okay house. It was a 2-story house. And outside the house, there were like 20 guys in a line, very orderly, very friendly guys. And, I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on here? So the older Mexican guy says, okay, this is the place. The woman is in here. This is a line. These guys are all waiting to get to her. I say, okay. So the older Mexican guy takes me to the front of the line and I get in the house. So I walk into the house and it was a very nice, clean house. And I can remember it like it was yesterday. On the right-hand side, there were 2 elderly people. They looked at me and they were very friendly. They were sitting on a very nice couch watching television. And it was a very nice television. And to the left of the happy elderly people, I remember they had gray hair. On the left, there was a stairway that went somewhere. And so that's where I was instructed to go. So I go up the steps, and they're wooden steps, and up the stairs there was a wooden platform. It wasn't a full floor. It only covered half of the floor, and there was no railing halfway. There was just like a wooden floor, and then it stopped, and then you could see what was downstairs. And I looked downstairs, and there were the 2 elderly people watching television. But in front of me, there was this beautiful woman. She was truly one of the most beautiful women I had ever seen in my life, with this white gown on, and she was laying on a twin-size mattress that was on the floor. Now, I had never done anything like this in my entire life, and the situation was a bit overwhelming, but I do remember getting down on my knees on the mattress, looking at the girl. She was gorgeous, but she's on the mattress, and in one hand she had toilet paper wrapped around this hand, and in the other hand she had a roll of toilet paper. And then I could look over to the right and I could see the elderly couple watching television in the area below. And my mind was just like freaking out. So I'm 19, I'm naive, but something in my mind said, oh, this is the part where you should take your pants off. So I pulled down my pants because I know I'm supposed to do something. But then after I did that, I I realized that none of my equipment was functioning, if you know what I mean. It was like my equipment was saying, I'm not doing this, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing here. So I was freaked out. And so in Spanish, I'd been taking all these women feminism courses in college. And so I asked the woman, I said, why do you do this? Why do you do this? And to this day, I cannot remember what she told me. So the fee, her fee was 50 pesos. This is like 30, 35 years ago, 50 pesos, 35 years ago, that's like $5. And so I said, thank you very much. Nothing happened. I gave her my $5 and I went down the steps and I left the house and I waved to the elderly couple on the way out. When I got outside of the house, the older Mexican guy was with my Mexican brother, and they were so happy for me. And they said, Bill, how was it? How was it? And I just smiled and says, oh, it was great. And we got on the pickup truck and we went back to town. Well, that's the story. That was one of my most unique experiences on the planet Earth. Not only Mexico, on the planet Earth. But I remember it to this day, and I don't know what it was all about, but that's the way Mexico is. That's the way the world is, really. But in Mexico, if you get out of the house, you will see fabulous, fabulous, unique things every day, and it'll give you something to think about every day, whatever it is. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think. You know, we want to know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what you want to see, what we're not showing. And if you like the video, click the like button. And surely, if you're not a subscriber, you want to subscribe. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's Houston time, Chicago time. We have people from all over the world that join us to talk about their experiences living in Mexico. So hit the subscribe button so you get a notification. And when we're going live, all you have to do is click a little button and you're in, and you can have a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you, subscribers, for watching. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button because we have many more adventures to share with you. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and see you in the next video.